All right, and welcome back, guys. So Firebase Z comes out tomorrow, and with that, we have got patch notes again, dude. It feels like it has been so freaking long since we've got a patch for this game that fixes anything. As you guys know, we've been grinding Cold War since its launched. We currently have just about every single thing in the game unlocked, except for a few bug challenges and 2 Dark Ops. We're missing a bug challenge, 2 Dark Ops, and after that, we've everything possible to be unlocked in this game. Hopefully with this patch notes we fix that bug challenge, and I don't know, man, I'm ready for some new content. I am so ready to read through this. Hopefully we get some good stuff in here, because this game has it's got some issues. Hopefully my goal, what I want to see in here, I want to see updates for some of the fixed challenges, definitely fixes for the PC version of this game, because if you guys watch my streams, you know I can't play this game that long at all because it crashes nonstop. This is one of the most unstable Call of Duties we've ever had on PC. It's in a bad state, at least for my computer. I know some people are fine. Me, I can't even go to around 100 because I will never make it to 100 before my game crashes. Just not even possible right now. And on top of that, I would love to see camo changes. Come on, like if we get some changes for Dark Aether, DM Ultra, that would be absolutely amazing. So starting off here, it's got a bunch of information we've already seen from the Firebase Z trailer, so definitely check out the video I posted yesterday if you want to see my reaction to this trailer and kind of have us break it down. All of this stuff is just kind of talking about that. Obviously with the new map we're getting Tombstone and support items, which are the 2 new kill streaks they're adding and whatnot. And here just reconfirming that Tombstone's gonna be in the Wonder Fizz, but we already knew that. And then we're also getting Dead Ops Arcade and Onslaught updates, which Dead Ops Arcade, like I said, I've been playing it a little bit because we've been working on the challenges. We have all the challenges done. We're just missing the 2 Dead Ops for that game. They're adding some new modes and whatnot, and they kind of break it down a little bit farther down here. And then we're also getting weapon tuning in zombies and whatnot, which they break it down a little bit farther down, so we're going to keep scrolling down. And Express, the game mode called Express, is coming back to Cold War now. They're also adding a new kind of Dirty Bomb style game mode, 40-player endurance mode. Grab your friends, hello to our new favorite game mode. If you haven't been dropping into Cold War's biggest map since day one, this week's new endurance mode is about to change that. With 40 total players in the mix, 10 squads of 4 drop into the stadium, collect uranium, detonate bombs, compete top of the leaderboard. And this is what it changed. After 1 bomb detonates, a new bomb will immediately come online and ensure 5 bombs are always in play, eliminating the chaos wall scrambling doubled from. So yeah, essentially it's just a Dirty Bomb game mode. I guess instead of having 1 at a time, it's as soon as 1 goes away, a new one pops up. I don't play a lot of Dirty Bomb. I don't personally like it that much. I'll give this mode a shot. Maybe this mode will change that. Maybe I'll like this a lot more, but definitely interesting. At least they're trying new stuff. That's always good to see. And they're adding Nuketown to prop hunt and gunfight and whatnot. Now here, big news for those looking to earn your diamond launchers or maybe a little help against flak jacket users. This week's update increases the minimum damage level for both launcher classes weapons. We've also made some new changes to hardpoint dropkick and much needed equipment balance. So dude, one of the hardest things, if you've grinded DM Ultra, if you've already suffered through it and gone through it, you know the biggest pain throughout the entire DM Ultra grind is the Sigma. The RPG is not too bad, but and the Thumper. Those 3 weapons, essentially if you play against someone using a flak jacket, you're not going to have a fun time. It looks like they're finally listening. The game's only been out for a few months now, but they're making it a little bit easier. So hopefully if you haven't got those launchers done yet, you can go ahead and get those. And hopefully, like last time, they've already done this once. They've already done 1 balancing to flak jacket, and it didn't really affect it too much, and people were still struggling. So hopefully this makes the launchers way more viable than what they are right now, because dude, they're so freaking weak. It's not funny. And then obviously, starting on the 5th, we're getting double XP. I think the 4th, you get it off if you're on PS4 or PS5. I play on PC, but the 5th to the 8th is for everyone. Awesome. It's been a while since we've had a double XP event. I've actually not been able to play for a single double XP event this entire game, so really glad we're getting that. So starting off, we're going to go through the multiplayer changes. Essentially, it's talking about Expressed and whatnot. Then we're talking about Endurance, Prop Hunt. I'm going to leave this full link in the description if you want to go through all this, but I'm not going to sit and waste your time and go through all of the small changes for every game mode. If there's something you want to see, it's on screen now, and I'm also going to link this directly in the description below. So here we get that weapons launcher update. You get the increased minimum damage for the 2 rocket launcher classes. Probably the most notable thing in all of multiplayer that got changed on this update. This is the biggest W right there from everything we've seen in multiplayer so far. No, here we go. Decreased hipfire accuracy when priming a grenade while sprinting. Now, see, this is something that so many people have commented on me. They're like, dude, why are you using the gung-ho glitch? Why are you using the gung-ho glitch? And I've always said, this is not a glitch. This is something that comes along with gung-ho. And this here pretty much confirms that. So essentially what they're saying is they're nerfing it. And I always said it was a very OP and strong strategy, but the thing where you run with a grenade and shoot your weapon while hip firing, that is not a glitch, and it's never been a glitch. That is a feature that comes along with gung-ho, and it always has been. But in this game, it's just extremely strong, and it's way stronger than what it should have been, and you're able to hit things really well. So they're nerfing that. So now the whole striker with C4 the spaz with C4 are essentially running around in hardcore Nuketown with a shotgun while holding some sort of grenade or something like that. That has now been nerfed. But I've had so many people try to tell me that this was obviously a glitch, and I was just dumb for trying to defend some sort of glitch. When this entire time, I knew it wasn't a glitch, and essentially they're writing here right now that it's not a glitch. They didn't say patch, they didn't say fix. They're saying essentially we're nerfing this. You can still do it. They're not saying anything like they're taking it away. You can still, if you want, hold a grenade and hip fire with any sort of weapon with no sprint out time. They're just making it now so your hip fire accuracy isn't as strong as it used to be. So for all those people who have been telling me that I was dumb and abusing a glitch and that I was just trying to cover it by some means by making up excuses, right here it is in writing. It's not a glitch, never was a glitch. Now I will agree, it's a very broken and OP strategy that needed to be nerfed, and that's exactly what they did here. But yeah, so that's the main two notable things for multiplayer. They're adding some new Dirty Bomb modes and some other stuff like that with the endurance players. So the two big noticeable things right now from the multiplayer thing is essentially the Flak Jacket nerf and the gung-ho nerf, which is two massive things, definitely helping people with the camos and definitely probably making hardcore Nuketown a little bit more playable and a lot less people using gung-ho. We don't really know how much it nerfed gung-ho, but we'll just have to see. Now we're moving into zombies, which is definitely going to be the most exciting set of changes throughout this entire update. So obviously, if you've been living under a rock, they're adding Firebase Z, a brand new map, which is awesome. And look at this. Die Machine. Players can now complete the full Omega Intel collection in Die Machine, dude. That to me is awesome. If you guys know, that is the one calling card that we currently do not have unlocked in the game. We've got 100% campaign, 100% multiplayer. We're missing one zombies challenge, and this is it. There is one piece of intel that we are not able to get, and essentially it's addressing that. You'll now be able to get that last piece of intel and finish that challenge. So when this update comes out, we can get triple 100% and actually fully unlock it, fixing this one bug challenge. Now on top of that, they're also fixing some bugs and whatnot, nothing too noticeable. Keep scrolling down here. We're getting Tombstone. Obviously, we already knew that. We've had videos on that before. Quick Revive. Addressed an issue that prevented Quick Revive from reducing the time it takes to regenerate to full health, which is awesome, fixing some issues with Quick Revive. Adding the new support streaks. We're getting the Napalm. We're getting the Artillery. And then we're getting some changes to the Self-Revive. The Self-Revive will now only drop if a player in the game can equip it. So essentially, you know those rounds where you go and buy a Self-Revive, you just bought it, right? You lost it, you just bought it. Then you immediately kill your first zombie, and right after you just sat there and you bought your salvage, you bought that Self-Revive, the zombie drops one in front of you, and you're like, dude, that's not going to happen anymore. You just, if everyone already has it, a Self-Revive is just not going to drop, which not really a feature that I really wanted, but hey, it's cool. We got it. It's what it is. And then on top of that, they cap the maximum amount of Self-Revives that can drop in a game to the total number of players in the game, which I still think you can buy unlimited, so it's just they're not going to drop as often, but I don't think it really matters because especially on high rounds, you just buy Self-Revives back. Does it really matter how many drop? So got a few tuning changes to Self-Revive here, so nothing too big. I mean, it's not really anything game-changing here. Addressed an issue that allowed duplicating the Sentry Turret support item, which I mean, this is such a weird glitch. I haven't really seen anyone going out in zombies glitching out, duplicating sentry turrets. That'd be hilarious though, just to get in a private match and just have like 1,000 sentry turrets lined around while this was still possible. The sentry turret kind of sucks in zombies, so I guess it was a glitch that allowed people to take one sentry gun and make it into multiple, but it's not like that would have helped anyone to begin with, because let's all be honest, sentry guns kind of garbage in zombies. Weapon tuning. We didn't get any weapon tuning in multiplayer except for the rocket launchers. In zombies, though, we're getting buffs to the assault rifles, the SMGs, and the street sweeper. So the assault rifles are increased critical hit damage on all assault rifles, increased max ammo stock on all assault rifles. Submachine guns are getting the same thing. So assault rifles and SMGs after this update are going to be better in zombies, which already the Groza was really freaking good as an AR, and same thing with the MAC-10. Both the DLC weapons in zombies are really good, so I wonder if these are going to kind of become meta weapons now, because right now you see a lot of people using the shotguns that aren't the Street Sweeper, and you see a lot of people using like the M16s and stuff. I wonder if this buff to the SMGs and ARs are going to make them a little bit more viable. I really do think the Groza and the MAC-10 are some of the best two to use in zombies, so we'll have to see how well those play out after this update. And then finally, the Street Sweeper shotgun is getting increased base damage and increased range. The Street Sweeper is probably the single worst weapon we probably have ever gotten in zombies. I've been playing since World at War. The only gun that I think is worse than the Street Sweeper in zombies would probably be the Kar 98 from World at War. Like, to be honest, all of the other bad meme guns were never as bad as what the Street Sweeper is in this game. The SMR and all of those other just really bad. The War Machine, whatever you want to call it in Black Ops 2, not very good weapons, but they were so much better than the Street Sweeper. The Street Sweeper did very mediocre damage, had very mediocre range, and on top of that, took so long to reload that there was just no point. Like if I was going to use the Street Sweeper, I would just rely on knifing the whole time, because trying to reload this thing was so bad in zombies that there was no reason to ever use the Street Sweeper. If there was a top 5 list of worst weapons in zombies, I'm pretty sure it would take that number 2 slot, and I'm positive it would hold that spot for many, many years to come. It is garbage in zombies. So hopefully they increase the base damage and the range, but I don't see anything about the reload time, which is the biggest issue with it. So I still don't think it's going to be that great. Even if it's like massive damage, massive range, it doesn't matter, dude. Trying to reload that in zombies, it takes like 30 seconds to fully reload it. Like, that you don't have 30 seconds to reload in zombies. Like, even if it was amazing, it would still be slow for going through rounds just because of the time you had to reload. Even if it was a one shot indefinitely, this gun would still be bad with how long it takes to reload this dumb thing. Fix some issues with blueprints. This was kind of interesting. Level 1 armor will now replace the first armor shard dropped in a game when no players have armor. So essentially, you're going to be able to get armor a little bit easier. So those little armor plates that drop that like replenish your armor, the first one of those that drop, if no one in your game has armor on, is going to be armor instead of the shard. So you're going to be able to get armor for that first player a little bit quicker than what you would normally be able to get. Now we're getting some ammo mod changes. Cryo freeze. Reduce cryo freeze cooldown from 3 seconds to 1 to make it more dependable method of slowing of enemies. Yeah, cryo freeze, pretty bad. I never use it. I never hear anyone talking about cryo freeze. It's not really a ammo mod that anyone uses, so maybe this will make it a little bit better. It's going to activate about 3 times as more often now, so that's going to be cool. We'll have to try it out. We'll have to see if cryo freeze is going to maybe become a little bit better and something actually worth using. Now this right here might be my favorite update coming to the zombies. Obviously we're getting Firebase Z, and I mean, it's not going to compare to adding a new map, but in terms of the other small changes to zombies, this to me is really cool. So added a new Requiem Advancement category of challenge for future editions. So essentially, I think there's going to be a new slot. So essentially, I think there's going to be a whole new slot. So you know how there's 100%, 100%? I think we're going to have another 100% and now Dark Ops. They're adding a whole new section for this map and to also add future updates to zombies. A question I've been asked a lot, are they going to add more challenges specific to this map? Because I mean, all the spots are already filled, but yeah, it looks like they're making a whole new category of challenges specifically for this new map. Added first set of 6 new Requiem Advancement category challenges. Firebase Z report. So we're getting 6 new challenges specifically for Firebase Z, which is awesome because we currently have all the challenges done in the game. So obviously we're going to go in, we're going to smash out these challenges as well, get those done. And then on top of that, added new Dark Ops challenge for Firebase Z. It just says 1, and if it's just 1 challenge, it's probably for the Easter egg, because I don't know what else it would be. If they're only going to add 1 Dark Ops this map, it doesn't say challenges, it just says challenge. I'm sure that 1 new challenge that they're going to add is just going to be for the Easter egg. I don't really see anything that kind of tops that. So it looks like we're going to be getting a new Dark Ops for the Firebase Z Easter egg, which is awesome. This is the first time we've had a Dark Ops added to a Call of Duty game after launch. Black Ops 3 never had one, Black Ops 4 never had one, and no other game has ever had a added Dark Ops challenge after launch. So that is awesome, and I wonder if this is going to make it easier to get Dark Ops Master in zombies. As you know, you can currently skip 2 challenges in the Dark Ops category and get the Dark Ops Master calling card in zombies. So a lot of people, instead of getting the 1 million zombie kills because of how long it takes, they go into Dead Ops and they get one of those instead, and then they get the Dark Ops Master. this might make it where you don't have to get any of the Dead Ops Arcade Dark Ops. You don't have to get the 1 million kills Dark Ops. You can essentially do the Firebase Z Easter egg, and now you have Dark Ops Master missing 3 of the hardest Dark Ops to get in the game. So that is very interesting. Obviously, we're going to get all of these new 6 challenges done. We're definitely going to get whatever this Dark Ops is. We're going to work on finishing the 1 other Zombies Dark Ops we need on top of that, the 1 million kills. So yeah, very exciting stuff. I'm really liking that they're adding new content to this. And then on top of that, we're getting some Dead Ops Arcade stuff. I'm not going to really read through all of that. I have played more Dead Ops than I think the majority of people watching this have, just because I think Dead Ops is probably the least played mode in the game. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not everyone's taste. I went there to get all of the challenges and stuff, and it looks like they're changing a lot up to this. I'm not going to read through all of this. If you are a huge Dead Ops fan, definitely click the link in the description. Go through all of this yourself, but I don't want to make this video like 30 minutes long going through all this. But the big main thing they added was Solo Advanced Start, a new private playlist available for solo players. Essentially, it allows you to kind of checkpoint at certain points depending on a certain factor and whatnot. So that's kind of really the main Dead Ops Arcade thing, but just look at all these challenges. Like, they really went all out changing Dead Ops Arcade stuff. Like, all of this is Dead Ops Arcade changes. Like, dang. That's massive. And I thought this game mode was kind of just going to be thrown away after launch like it usually is with other Call of Duties, but they're really committed to changing a lot with that. So if you're a huge Dead Ops fan, really exciting stuff there. Now we get some Onslaught changes, which if you don't play PlayStation, that doesn't really affect you at all. They made the game more stable, added various crash fixes, which, as you guys know, my game's extremely unstable right now, so that is huge, and I'm really happy with that. Now we're also getting some various PC exclusive changes. The game's going to be more stable now, which is awesome. An issue with theater mode, issues with Windows 7, and just some other stuff. Really, the main thing here is the game's going to be more stable, because right now this game is a mess on PC. It is, like I said, at least in my opinion, probably the most unstable COD we've ever gotten in terms of crashing and whatnot, which is really unfortunate, but hopefully this update finally fixes that, boys. So that's all for this update, boys. Firebase Z. On top of that, the rocket launchers are not going to be easier to get gold. Gung Ho has been nerfed and is not going to hopefully be as much of an issue in Hardcore Nukedown. We're getting more Dark Ops challenges in Zombies, more challenge sets in Zombies, and obviously we're getting the new map, the new perk, and a bunch of cool stuff. This is definitely the biggest update we've ever got for this game so far, at least when it comes to Zombies. Multiplayer maybe not as much, but and overall I would say this is the biggest update we've got so far. So yeah, boys, I am so excited tomorrow to be grinding this. I think this update actually comes out before tomorrow, so we'll be streaming this later tonight, probably getting triple 100% in Zombies and finishing up the other stuff that this update fixes. Also testing out stuff. I'm going to see if camo changes. We're going to go through and kind of see if there's anything hidden in this update when it finally does go live tonight. Maybe they changed how the camos look, which would be massive. But yeah, gonna go ahead and leave you guys here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.